Hold on. What's up, y'all? Hey, good morning. Hey, good morning. Hold on, y'all. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Oh my God. Hold on. Good morning. Right, right. Hold on, y'all. Mm. Oh, it's too dark. Is that too dark? Hold on. Let me fix this lighting, y'all. Give me a second. Okay. How y'all doing this morning? I wake up early every day. I went to sleep like really early last night, so therefore I'm up really early. And I do my writing because I was starting back to write on this book. What would you like? Hey, this beach is better. What questions would you like to ask me? Sure. If it's not like standing up or uh, showing you my chest or anything like that. I'm joking. Sure. You can ask me a question. Hey, brown babe. What's the question? Sure. You can ask me a question, grateful one. What do I think about that situation? I think that it was very people got in their feelings because I like Lady P as well. I like El Teddy. Um, and I think that Lady P saying that he should be off the panel was a bit much. And I think El Teddy's response was a bit harsh. But again, this is just me saying this for myself. Um, hey, Dar- you on your way to wash clothes. I think that I think everything will settle down because there's nothing else being said from what I know about what happened. Uh, I don't like seeing that. Um, El Teddy, he likes to cut up sometimes. Lady P, I'm not aware of what she's been doing on these YouTube streets, but she seems to be positive, and El Teddy is positive. I guess it was just emotions, and people got in their feelings. I think it will fade away. Yeah. think it will fade away. But do you not think that what Lady P said about him being off the she said he should be put off the gentleman's panel for inviting Waaaay on the show or giving an open invite of some sort. Uh, I think both people have valid points of how they felt. Oh, really? Thank you, English goddess. Hold on, hold on, y'all. Okay, it's not working. So your Chihuahua died. Oh wow. I work. I had a Schnauzer before I like dogs, and they become like your little fur babies. So my heart goes out to you with your little baby being lost. You know, our dogs are like our little babies, our kids. Thank you. You like my sense of humor. Thank you, Sassy Classy. I used to have a part-time job as a groomer. I used to be a dog groomer part-time, and actually, I am. I work with animals now. I do work with animals now. Rehabilitation. You give me thumbs up, y'all. Come on. I think it's crazy. Yeah, my friend went to Nashville and he got me this little. Isn't this the cutest little thing? A little miniature guitar. It actually goes with my painting in the back. Uh, it is. He got it. One of my best friends that's from Milwaukee. He's in Atlanta now. Known him for like about 14 or 15 years. Uh, he's a Virgo like I am. And one of my other best friends stay in Philadelphia. Um, my friends, I think it's so weird. I'm just thinking about, uh, I have a lot of long term friends. Oh, thank you, Lynn T, for putting it up there. But so you guys, y'all have been enjoying the gentleman's panel. You see, it is. I like little things. You know what? I'm not one of those grandiose type of people. I like things that may not be that significant to others, but it is to me. And that painting, my painting in the background. Let me let y'all get a view of it. This painting, um, I love the colors. And my bed is messed up. I got orange. I have an orange comforter, uh, but I just threw this on. This wash day tomorrow. Yeah, they are. Thank you. It was funny because when I had that picture, I ordered the picture online, and I had never ordered a picture online like that size because the picture is like the size of a queen size bed because my bed is queen size, and the picture came rolled up like a poster board. It came like it was a poster, but they left it at my door. And this picture, I was like, damn it. So now I have to frame the picture. So I had to take the picture to a framing gallery to get it framed. And I was like, well, damn, I'm gonna keep this picture forever because uh, it ran me a pretty penny, and I just loved how it looked. I just thought it gave me energy. It was very it makes you feel good. The picture just to look at it, it just you smile because all the different colors and um, it was the picture was kind of expensive, but um, after getting it framed and everything, hey, happy birthday, Darcina, happy birthday. Hey, Armand, I went to New York. I went to New York. I have a picture above my desk right here, and I got the picture blown up. I took this picture with my phone, and I got it blew up at Sam's Club. And people think the picture is a professional picture. That's me in the Brooklyn Bridge, and that was like 8 years ago, 8 or 9 years ago. That's when I was visiting my best friend, one of my best friends that stay in Philadelphia. We went to New York for the weekend. Um, had a really great time. Darcina, are you what's your plans? Are you just chilling on your birthday? Okay. It's on the 20. It's on the 26th, really. You need to stop. Oh, they do. Waiting on a new car. Hmm. Wait. You're turning 26. Are you turning? You're turning. You're a baby. 46. Okay. But your birthday is actually on the 26th day, Thanksgiving time. Oh, wow. 26-year-old son. I hope you have a really good birthday. If you want to just chill and rest, that's good as well, because I've done that on some of my birthdays. I'm one of those types of people that for my birthday, I don't like to have a big, I don't like to have a lot of people uh, celebrate my birthday with me. I like more smaller, intimate gatherings for that. Oh, that'd be good. This beach is better. I'll definitely be there. Yeah, that's cool to pamper yourself, spoil yourself. You deserve it. Hey, Rika. Yeah, I think that. Um, what part of Texas do you come to, Darcenia? Okay, we have some pretty cool things that we want to. The thing is, the price has gone up. People have to realize because I am part of the planning committee for the Labor Day event. Um, and there are things that have been implemented that are going to require more money. but you're getting catered food. You're abs- my suggestions have been put into place, and they were Jay. He loved my suggestion, and Vivian did as well. It's very reasonable. People are tripping because okay, $75, and they love to spin this narrative about Jay Wilson wasn't even the one coming up with that price like that. Let me be honest with you guys. Jay Wilson didn't even come up with that price like that. Me and the other people that are planning this on the committee have implemented some other things that are gonna we're gonna do more things than last time. So it's gonna require a little bit more money. We're looking at having a host hotel as well. What do y'all think about that? A host hotel? Oh, okay. That'd be cool, Natasha. We'll have you some Lorna Dooms and various cheeses as well, Natasha. I think you know what, guys. Last this Labor Day past event, it was very positive. People, it was like a family reunion because we just laughed, we interacted with each other, sat by. It was just everybody having a good time. And when they saw me on the video and they were saying how quiet I was, and that guy, he seems like he's moving funny because I was in the background. But you have to remember, I hadn't even posted videos on YouTube then. So why am I going to be front and center when it was King Jobs, Jay Wilson, Five Babe? Those were the main people that were YouTubers that were there. So I wasn't going to force my way into the front to be seen like that. But I think this time, I will be more visible. I'll say that. What don't look cute? Right. Tanari, we should meet up when you come. Cause Sugarland is really probably like about I stay literally like probably 15 or 20 minutes from Sugarland. I'm Southwest Houston. Sugarland is Southwest Houston. Thank you, Sass. Appreciate that. Q Robinson. Oh wow. I have family members that have attended Prairie View. That's our family school. I actually have two nephews that are attending Prairie View right now. My niece decided to go to Sam Houston. She didn't want to be with her brothers watching her. But yeah, that's my family school, Sam Houston. They were there some weeks ago for tailgating. Oh, that'll be cool. You'll be here in the spring. She's a GYN doctor. Cool. I like Sugarland. College Station from Houston is probably 45 minutes. 45 minutes to an hour, I'm guessing. Didn't want to leave Texas. Oh, okay. That's cool. I what airport? I don't know what airport you fly into for San Antonio because I always drive. I'm here in Houston. It's like 2.5 hours away, and I just drive there. Okay, I like Dallas. Salute. Yes. Thank you guys for coming in this morning. But I think that and when we were talking about Thanksgiving, were y'all some of y'all seemed like y'all were so shocked that I said chicken spaghetti. Chicken spaghetti is really good. What would make that so different from enchiladas or seafood for Thanksgiving? Addison. I go to Dallas sometimes. Dallas is cool. It's like a twin city to Houston. I Yeah, the chicken spaghetti. Uh, I said banana pudding, but I actually like sweet potato pies. That's my favorite pie. Cheesecake, sweet potato pies. Those are my go-to desserts with shrimp in it. Oh yeah, that sounds good. And I think you don't have to everything for Thanksgiving. It doesn't have to be a turkey with dressing all the time. I mean, it can be just do something different. Think outside the box. I love cheesecake. And you know what? I don't like a lot of things on my pies. Like I like sweet potato pies because it's simple. I don't like a lot of fruits, nuts, and berries on my pies. Like a fruit cake, I don't really like that. But right. Oh, you smoke ribs and turkey for Thanksgiving. But the thing about that turkey is you can break it down. When you have Thanksgiving and there's some left, you can have turkey salad. You can make soup with it, turkey sandwiches for work. I like turkey because I don't eat red meat. Um, so I eat turkey and chicken and seafood. No beef or pork. Patty lapel. The patty lapel pie is okay. For a store bought pie, it's really good. I think the gumbo. I like gumbo. Yeah, I love me. My grandmother used to always make gumbo and etouffee and jambalaya. My older family's from Louisiana and Alabama. My great grandfather was originally from Alabama. Um, my other grandparents had Louisiana ties. Oxtail, yeah. When I was eating red meat, I love oxtails with rice. Thumbs up. I don't eat chitlins, but my family do. My mother used to say she'll eat everything from the rooter to the tutor. But I think that chitterlings. I've smelt someone preparing chitterlings. Chitlins, that's how you say it. Chitlins. And it stank like, ooh, oh my God, that scent is horrible. Hog maws and collard greens. Like Tracy said, she cooked greens. I cook greens. I used to cook greens for my husband. You would leave for the day, lit. I can't do chitlins. I can't. But my family will throw some hot sauce on them, buddy, baby. They would go in. They love their chitlins. But I am. I ate chitlins before as a kid. I would eat chitlins, yes, but I don't because I didn't really know what it was. You just hell if they put a hog, if they put a damn pig ear in front of me as a kid, I probably would have ate it. But I don't. When I seen a lady cleaning them and she was removing the waste and she was sitting down, she was drinking her some beer, sitting down on a stool with a 3 feet tub in front of her, and she was cleaning those chitlins. Hey, Jay Parrish, that smell is horrible. You can smell it like blocks away. Yes, I like eggnog. Um, I like dirty rice, broccoli casserole. Yeah, I be getting my grub on. So, you guys, I was asking, so y'all enjoyed the gentleman's panel, and I think that we have everyone has differences in opinions on some things. We agree on a lot of things as well, but this idea that there's internal fighting in the back, that's not true. If I have a disagreement with someone, I can call them. Mm-hmm. They can sniff you out. Um, but I think that a lot of times, when people were asking me, when I came on into this sector and I started doing videos, people were asking me about dating and, am I seeing someone? Right now, I'm hanging out with someone, having fun. Let me say that. We're having fun. That's it. I'm open to meeting other people. We're not exclusively seeing each other, but I am only actively being physical with that person. Let me just say that. But um, I hadn't really been looking to just date. I hadn't been looking for a relationship, but I'm open to it. And if he can cook, if I can meet someone that can cook, I'm just won over by that. So if y'all know some single brothers, y'all know some single brothers. They don't have to be black, but preferably black. But if they're not, got their head on, and I prefer someone that's uh, 35 and up. I don't want to date anyone younger than that. I think, what did you say? They want us to fight. Hey, real mamas, real problems. Would I date a musician? I would date a musician, yes. I would. But I think that um, guys are very fickle and very it's crazy. Sometimes you want a relationship, sometimes you don't. Sit there whores. I have friends like that also. But I because you can get laid anywhere. I would prefer something more substantial because after you can have sex, someone can give you sex before they buy you a burger. So I'm looking for more than just that. Hey, choo choo. Yes. So I just really think that and even it's harder, being a black gay man dating uh, with social media and people going on apps to meet guys. So it's easier for people to cheat. So guys have this mindset of the grass always being greener on the other side. They're always looking for something that's better than the last. If you get what I'm saying. Environment. Substance is important, yes. Yeah, it is. I think that people know how easy it is to connect with others. So they don't take relationships as serious as they once did. You know what, Natasha? I shared some of my early coming out stories, and some of my friends became trans women, a couple. And people don't realize in the gay world, there's many different levels and layers. Um, because regular gay, like not regular, but the typical gay men looked down on trans women before and really feminine guys before, which is crazy to me. If a person is preaching fire and brimstone and internal hell, they're not speaking on someone that's a top different from a bottom or trans woman. We're all lumped together. So, Natasha, I have to be honest. Trans women and like people that did female impersonating drag queens in the beginning as a younger gay man, it scared me because it was people took it out of context when I said it was alien before. But it was alien to me because I wasn't accustomed to being I had a gay cousin. I had a couple of gay cousins that were older. I was accustomed to that. So when me coming to the gay clubs and seeing trans women and drag queens, I thought they were I looked at them as oddities. And it was almost like I had a hetero person's mindset. So me coming out to family members would be like, "You don't want to be a woman, do you? You don't want to. I hope you don't want to become a woman." And I would mess with them, and I'd be like, "What if I do?" But I think that the trans women and the drag queens were the ones that had to stand on the front lines in the beginning of our um, fight for equality, the the Stonewall riots, uh, Paris is burning. A lot of those people were front and center, and I never had the issue that some of my friends had as being a gay man. I never was looked at and yelled at for being gay until I was with groups of friends and someone would pass by in the car and yell the they would yell the F word and keep going. Um, in high school, I had girlfriends. Uh, as a young, not even as a young teen, um, I was very sexually active with girls as an older teenager. But I knew I was attracted to guys. I just never acted up on it then until I really became an adult. Hey, Danny. No, yeah, I appreciate that. But um, when we were in the gentleman's panel and I was saying about kids touching on each other, and they made it like I was saying that children were sleeping together, but children are curious about each other's bodies. You're not going down giving your cousin a BJ, but you do may flip just show each other your stuff or something like that. Little boys do that when they're peeing. But you do explore your sexuality, but you're not acting on it as a child. They tried to spin it, and people know, all of you knew that grew up in large families. You and your cousins them used to play mamas and daddies. Now stop playing. Nobody was screwing each other, of course, but yeah, you did. We played cops and robbers. Hell, I was always the prostitute. But yes, baby. You never knew what I meant. Hunching. Yes, right. We would hunch. We would hunch, getting booty. And that was it. When I say getting booty, y'all, before someone take it out of context, no one pulled the peen out and stuck it in anyone else. Children play. Don't make it like, and I'm just speaking realness. I'm not, I love Brother Jay, but sometimes he dances around and he doesn't, he's kind of evasive with that kind of stuff. And he's very southern polite. Let me say that. He's a very southern polite person. Again, I've never been that southern polite person with my truth. I'm going to give it to you rough. Y'all took it too far, Taz, so y'all went all the way. Y'all went to third base. Oh, wow. Um, but I was a very managed child. I was aware of sexuality, and I was managed and grown. Doing some bad stuff. I was, people be like, Rebel, you need to be careful of what you're saying because people, they take every. Listen, you're not going to spill my tea on me. And if you just, and I told friends and family that were in the closet years ago, stop giving people arsenal to use against you. I know I like guys. I don't have flags or anything on my car. But if you ask me about my sexuality, I'm going to tell it to you. I don't feel that I have to lead with my sexual orientation. I don't have to lead. That's not who I am as a person. That's who I love is not an indication of who I am personality wise, or hell, this gay men I don't like. All gay men don't get along. I'm off work today. Yes. I work every other Saturday. And when I work Saturday, I usually take the Monday with my Sunday off. Hey, butterfly. You like playing I Dream of Genie? Mm-hmm. Oh, you did K Edwards. It was some that discussion came up in a previous gentleman's panel several weeks ago. But I used to watch I Love Genie and Bewitched. Um, but I think nowadays parents should understand if your child is gay, there's nothing you're gonna do to make them not be who they are. So would you rather have a dead child or a gay child? My great grandmother took my grandmother's brother. She sent him through hell and back. She was very, very religious. She was very mean. She was very, very mean. And she just was not very loving of her son that was gay. So my uncle ran off to California and he started transitioning to become a woman. But unfortunately, he died before I got to meet him. Um, he died in the early AIDS epidemic. So he died like in the late 80s. But my grandmother loved her brother. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. This beach is better. My grandmother loved her brother, but my great grandmother put him out. He had to go stay with one of my great grandmother's sisters, which was very accepting. Um, my uncle, I hear stories about him, and they always tell me that I remind them of him. And he he died, and they put him in a wooden box. He was because back then they treated people that had AIDS very nasty, and they were just like tossed aside like trash. He he definitely was missed by my grandmother. My grandmother spoke about him all the time, and he was her little brother. And she just, when she came to me, when I told her about my sexuality, my grandmother was like, "What your boyfriend look like? Is your boyfriend cute? I know my baby got good taste." And it was like, I was just like, oh wow, my grandmother would always say, "Let me meet your friends." Uh, and I'd be like, Mama, are you gonna cut up? And she'd be laughing because I called my grandmother Mama. I said, Mama, are you gonna cut up? She's like, "No, baby, I want to meet them." And when she would meet my friends, now keep in mind, these were gay men that were not like, they were kind of like b-boy type of gay men back then. They would be having, loose clothes. And when my grandmother would meet them, her first thing would be like, hey queen, are you a queen?" And my friends would be laughing because they'd be like, "Oh my God, your grandmother called me a queen." You do have to have conversations with your children. Yes, my grandmother would be like, she said, my grandmother, she would make me so uncomfortable because she would be like, I'd be sitting on side of her, and she'd be like, baby, tell mama, what y'all do? What y'all do? What you do? And I was like, mama, what you mean, mama, what I do? You know, you and your boyfriend, what your man, what y'all do? I said, mama, we just hug. We don't do anything else but hug. And she said, uh-huh, bull s. I know your grandfather's grandson. You are H just like him. And she would be, I know you got them H tendencies. Yes. And I used to be like, mama, I'm not like that. My grandmother would be, when she would see me, we buried my grandmother in August, before the Labor Day event. Um, and she would always, my grandmother was my biggest cheerleader. I could do no wrong. And my grandmother just, she smiled when she would see me. And she loved every part of who I was. And she just really, she was accepting of all people. And she used to tell me she had coworkers. She used to work at a rehab hospital. She did rehabilitation at a hospital here in Houston. And she was a rehabilitation aide tech. And she did that for many years. And she would tell me about her gay friends at work. When I was little, well, when I came out, and I was in my like late teens, early 20s, she would tell me about her coworkers at work that she used to have. And she'd be like, you know that this queen that I work with, mama used to bring him those she used to bring him enemas. So he said he had to clean his pee. She said, baby, I would get him those enemas, and he would say, thank you, Miss Annie. He'd be like, thank you, Miss Annie. Uh, she was telling me about the co-worker of hers that came complaining that his friend had stole his dish. She said, he told me his roommate stole his dish. And mom and Annie, could you get me another dish? Because that bee took my dish. And I was like, oh, mama. Yes, my grandmother was, she would laugh. Everybody would meet her. She was very upfront. She was sweet, but she had like a little, she would say anything. Hey, Auntie Donna, my grandmother would be like, when I was dating this one guy, she said, I want to meet him. I was like, Mama, please don't embarrass me. I said, Mama, don't embarrass me. And she's like, I'm not gonna embarrass you, baby. But if that effer, do he put his hands on you? I was like, no. She was like, because if he put his hands on you, I'm gonna beat his A. I miss mine too, Darcina. Yeah. Your sons. Yeah, you can, it's good to choose, stay in your safe zone as far as you don't have to go run and have sex. Wait for that time that you feel is special. My time wasn't that special. It was in a trap house in the hood. But, hey, Yolanda. But I I was never one of, I thought dark skinned women were pretty. I always liked, my girlfriends were dark skinned girls that looked like Chili from T-Boss, that type of look. Um, and I knew my sexuality, but I think I was just doing what everyone else was doing around me. You want to do over? Okay. But I think when you have when like I tell brother Jay, when you have conversations with people, people like to feel that you're normal just like they are. Um Brother Jay is very polite in his he's not gonna give you too much. Whereas I'll kick the door off the hinges and be like, relatable. People want to be able to relate to you exactly. Um, but I've seen some things and going out to the gay clubs in the beginning, missing the bus because I would catch the bus to the club. And I was like about 19 at this time. I would catch the bus and I remember missing the last bus. So I had to wait till the buses started running again to get home. And you have to remember, this was many years ago. Um, yeah, I think beauty is. I can appreciate beauty in all its various forms, but I had to stay. I had to wait till the bus started running. This one time I missed the bus. So, and the people that I rode with, I don't know what the hell happened with them. I'm by the club. I was walking down the street. If I don't tell y'all, these white men and older guys were pulling their cars over to the side, and that scared the hell out of me because they thought I was trying to escort. They thought I was like a male prostitute. So I would be walking, and in the area by the club, because the prostitutes they walked near the gay clubs, so they thought I was just one of those male prostitutes. Um, See, in Houston, the public transportation wasn't running like that. It would stop running like at about 1:30 in the morning. So I missed the last bus. And I thought my ride was going to come through, but them heifers went off and had other plans. But I I got propositioned. I got people driving by me, pleasuring themselves. I had to walk to the Greyhound bus station down the street, and I sat in the Greyhound bus station until the buses started running again. Yes, in the cruising area. But and back then it was a scarier time being a gay person because there were people that were being killed for being gay. Um, I've known a few people that were killed. Just people drove on them and shot them. Yes, Uber and Lyft, or exactly. I wasn't. It was very. It was crazy. But I think that I knew that I couldn't jump in the car with anybody because I wasn't gonna be in there. You pull a gun out on me or try to make me do something. So, like I said, I went to the Greyhound bus station and sat in there. See, I was one of those gay boys that I never was picked on because of who I was. Just that one time, the guy tried to bully me because I was new to the school back in the inner city. I had stayed in the country, so I was a country boy. So coming into Houston and going to the public schools were like it was a culture shock for me. Um, but the little boy that tried to bully me, I said one day enough is enough, and I'm gonna have to put these hands on brother, baby. When I tell you I drug him from one side of that class to the other, and after that I told him if I see you, I'm gonna kick your a every time I see you. He left, he left me alone after that because I felt cruising in New York. Really, Natasha? If one fought, we all fought. Yeah. And baby, I remember this drag queen friend of mine. Uh, it was this thug type of boy messing with him in front of the gay club. And this friend of mine is only like about 5 foot even. He's 5 feet even, and probably about 100 pounds. So this little trade thuggish dude was trying to get cute with him. And baby, this queen stood his ground and he put his hands on his hips. He said, "Children." He told the guy, he said, "No, you got the wrong B today." And the guy said, "I'll whoop your so and so." And he said, "Children." The queen said, "My children." Baby, when you looked up, you saw all these different Amazonian queens coming from out of the woodwork, these big Marmaduke cornbread fed deep southern Alabama, Mississippi, Jethro Bodine heifers coming out. Baby, those queens came out of the woodwork and they was around this little miniature pocket gay. Yes, he was a pocket gay. A pocket gay is a miniature travel size gay man. You could probably put him in your luggage. But this little pocket gay had all his children come around, and the children were all like 6 foot and above practically. Baby, these queens, some of them had heels on. Baby, some of them was pulling box cutters out their bras and picking up broken pieces of wood out the street. So I, baby, that man got ghosts because them queens was gonna tear him up like a pack of jackals. Yes, pocket gay. Baby, the pocket gay was on it. I've dated a pocket gay or two. Mm-hmm. And the pocket gays are usually the most vicious. Baby, them little things be mean as hell. Don't underestimate a pocket gay. I knew this little queen, baby. He was about 4'8". He was almost midget size, but just at that he was, well, he was a midget. Hell, he was 4'8". But baby, this little queen would be fighting all the time. He's like a shawty. Yeah, shawty. But this little pocket gay baby, he carried box cutters in his stockings and uh, razor blades in his damn near in his purse. And baby, this little queen didn't play. My friends would make it. Y'all, you know I like orange, right? So you know the chair I'm sitting in is an orange. I got this little orange chair from Amazon, I think, or Prime. Um, I saw someone asked me about that before. But when I came out, and the sad thing is also, I saw a lot of those people leave. As a gay man, and Natasha, as a trans woman, you understand that we've lost many loved ones throughout the years. Those 80s and early 90s was a scary time for gay men. It was very, you like pink. Um, it was a very scary time because people were dying left and right. If you didn't see a person 6 months or a year, they usually had passed away. Yes, Polly Pocket Gay. Yes, baby. Yes, indeed. But I think that when I think back and I remember those people that were full of life, just imagine having a gay friend, and some of you experienced this. I hope, not many, but just imagine someone the life of a party and just always dancing and laughing and just was full of life. To watch that person waste away within a year. I saw people just start to atrophy. At, just they started wasting away, and it was scary. Freddie Mercury. I love Freddie Mercury. I've done one of his songs for karaoke, a crazy little thing called Love. I came out, and I think if I would have came out earlier than what I did, I wouldn't probably be here today. Um, I lost family members. Just to see that, it was just even thinking about it, it was just numbers of people just wiped away. You did. My heart goes out to you, Darcina. Um, it's very, it's a lot to deal with when you see people just become shadows of who they once were. Um, I just think that you can just hear, I could hear my friends' voices, and some of those people, just talking to them and just talking to them and not realizing that it was just in a blink of an eye. And, you don't have your family because those people have been turned away from their families a lot of times. I'm so thankful for the family that I grew up with, loving me for me. Um, just, I witnessed people, mothers turn their backs on them. Um, it was crazy. Really, Darcina? I could imagine though. But I think that I would go out of town with my friends. When I came out in the gay scene, my first club was a club called Heavens, Club Heavens here in Houston. And I had a good time. It was a white, um, I guess I was, you know what, I was a little afraid of the black gays. First coming out, I thought they were a bit much because I just didn't want to be around other black gay men because I thought that they would be messy and go back and tell everybody your business. So the white club was a safe haven for me because they just were getting high and stuff, so they would be oblivious to you anyway for most part. Yolanda, I think people hiding, they're they're doing a disservice to themselves because listen, I am who I am. If you can't deal with it, that's your problem, not mine. Y'all, for, well, I don't want to talk about that anymore because it's just taking me back about just that loss. But the Labor Day this 2020, y'all. So I've implemented some things And I think, what do y'all think about this? Do y'all, for Labor Day 2020, we're going to do a white night? And I think people should know this because you should know what your money's paying for. That's one thing. I'm just going to say one thing that we're doing is like a night in white. So we'll have like a dinner extravaganza. And, it'll be white themed. Everybody wearing white and, whatever. But okay, all right, this beach is better. I think so. And you know what? And I'm saying this because some of y'all need to know this. Y'all need to know some of the things that we're doing because people are not going to want to pay money and not know what they're paying their money for. I love Darcina, baby. You preaching to the choir. I love a good theme party. My family did an all white picture, and I was one of the people. Well, I was. It was my idea to do the white picture. Um, we did a white picture, but of course you can have little accents of color here and there. But it came out beautiful. So we're gonna do a white party, one of those nights. Um, the Great Gatsby. I love like that Harlem Nights. I love like a Harlem Renaissance type of party as well. Yes, Danny. I break it up with the accessories as well because I have to have a pop of color because I think just all white you look washed out. For me, I'll look washed out. So I need some color with that. Oh, really? I bet you will be fly this beach. White shoes? No, 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 no. Y'all saw the picture I took on my community page when I had all the white on. And people need to know about some of the events. We can't just surprise people and say this is what we're doing because you may not be dressed accordingly. What if we're not doing rock climbing, but what if we had planned one day that we were going to do some type of rock climbing or an activity like that, and all you brought was heels? You need to know what you're coming into. You'll do red heels. See, I have some champagne red type of I think they're burgundy or maroon. Hell, I get the two colors confused. I have some red Converse that I wear with my white outfits sometimes. Thank you, Darcina. I'm gonna grab some of my white pictures my family took. They're right over here. Hold on for a second.
It's 6:15 a.m.
Did y'all hear my alarm going off? Okay. This was some of the women. Some of the women in my family took this picture. This was some of my aunts and cousins. My mom's sisters. You heard my alarm. This was my pop of color. I had white on, but and I had, my family was messing with me because I brought the red umbrella. Of course, as a gay man, I'm gonna have to do extra. But when they talked about me and my red umbrella, why the hell y'all are all wanting to use my red umbrella in your individual pictures now? Yes, they wanted to the umbrella match the hat, but this was another picture. My cousins, my two, that's a brother and sister. I love this picture. Baby, when I was taking those pictures, my family, they were messing with me because they was like, look at him. I look at him. But then they start trying to do the same poses. So I think this is the picture with all of us. Thank you. This is the picture of all of us. Well, not all, because I still had like 10 family members that my first cousins and stuff that weren't there able to make it. Thank you. Uh, One of my other favorite pictures was this is actually my brother. But some of the pictures came out dark. I'm trying to see. This is one of the pictures we took also. Y'all see me up there like a little cat, a little leopard. Heidi, see, I was a snow leopard also. So that was it. But okay, you see, I was cutting up doing all that. But so I think if we did a white picture, when we do the night in white, then white extravaganza, I think we should have someone like a photographer there that could take pictures for the event. And by the way, I got all these pictures. I printed these pictures at work. So that damn bam. So I think the white picture, because people are going to ask, we can't just say you're paying $150, but you don't know what's going to come with that. People need to know that they need to go buy a white outfit for the white night. You need to know if you need some shoes if we do like a bike tour of the city or something. No, night in white. It will be casual or formal. You don't have to. We're not asking people to dress up in suits. Hell, I mean, it's a fun affair. It's not going to be a whatever you feel comfortable wearing in white. But we may be dancing and stuff, so you don't want to be too conservative and you can't really be comfortable. You don't want to come in there with a ball gown on. But I think that just doing that and a couple of other things that I suggested that we're going to be doing as well. It's usually around that time. It's kind of dry, not too humid because it'll be going into it's September, uh, but we're not going to be outside like that. No, everything will be inside in AC. White body paint, yes. That's a bit much. Okay. I love you, this beaches. Uh-uh. Danny, stop. That's funny. But yes, he would. Candy. Candy. Candy a bad bee. Oh my God, that's too funny. So I'm gonna ask y'all this question. So on the gentleman's panel, if you could if you could get with one of the gentlemen, I'm not putting myself in this equation. Who would you get with on the gentleman's panel? I'm asking y'all. Let's have a little debauchery. No, I'm kidding. Who would you get if you? Who do you find cute? And I'm not saying don't say who you find ugly or if you find someone not attractive, but who do you? Who would you be attracted to? And I'm not in this. Ladies, gentlemen, and trees. Tracy, if you're in here, could you fall somewhere intermediately? Chop, chop, chopper style. QB of the Midwest. A lot of people say QB of the Midwest. My rebel sons, yes, we're the rebel sons. L Teddy, Brother J or L Teddy, James. You know what? I don't know. Thank you, Lynn T. Um, I don't know how old QB is. Who knows how old? Push your one if you know how old. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, oh, thank you. But I don't want to be biased. That's why I didn't add myself in the equation because people in the chat will probably say me just because they're in the chat. But um, I think that I don't know how old QB is. I've never asked him his age, but I would say that he's probably his mid 30s. Okay, 37. I would say 37, 38. So what okay, what is it about each person that you may find stimulating, I'll say? A real cat fight. Black don't crack. How old do you think I am? What do you think my age is? And don't try to be sweet and nice and say 23, 24, because you know damn well I ain't nowhere in that area. I did tell y'all my age before. And yes, it is 44. 44 years young. I can still do a split. Now, of course, I'll have to soak in an Epsom bath afterwards, but I can. Yes, my internet age is 27 to 35. Okay, that damn. And you know what? I think I love to get people's perspectives that are my age or older a lot of times. Mm, mm. But a friend of mine sent me a picture when I was like 20 years old the other day. And I was like, oh my God, I hated that picture. But he saw that, he sent me that picture. We used to date years ago. And he was like, look at this picture I found of you. And I was like, okay, make sure you destroy that picture that you found of me. Um, I had my cheeks were like, and I thought about it. Why was I chubby? Like I wasn't really, really chubby, but I started taking creatine. I started taking creatine. It's like a dietary supplement. If you want to lift weights or something, um, weightlifters take it. But baby, I took that creatine and it blew me up. I weigh, I'm 5'7" and I weigh 145. On this picture, I had to be like about 165 or 170. My face was like a little round baby face. And I was like, oh my God. You ever watch, you know who I look like in that picture? You ever watch Big Frida in New Orleans? Mm-mm. I don't like giving out my first name on here because people be trying to go find your Facebook or something. You know, no offense, but I really don't. Jay Wilson is 48, 49. But Big Frida, I look when I had the weight on me, I looked like the dancer, the dance choreographer that Big Frida had. My face was like his face. The light skinned guy. No, it was the light skinned choreographer. Thank you, Yolanda. It's Yolanda. I was heavier. I wasn't overweight, but when I gained weight, it was like my face was a little rounder. My face was rounder, and I had this right here. I just had this on my face, but I was like, oh my God, baby, I was a little portly, a little something. She's from New Orleans. Thank you. You know, people have told me that before, that I had deep eyes or bedroom eyes, but I guess I think so much. I have to kind of reel myself in because I told you about my writing, and I think that sometimes I go inward, and I have to not just always think so much because I'm just absorbing everything. I'm I'm a knock. That was so funny when Heidi said that. She was like, and Kwani, your little bitty 5'2", I'ma knock your A up out of your shoes. I was like, oh, you gonna knock her out of her shoes? Oh, girl. I was just all I could think about was some cartoon when I was little, and the superhero did like a super punch, and the person flew up in the air like, bing, like pow. Oh, Tanari, stop it. But my everybody see like my father. My father looks young. My father is 65. No, my father and my mother had me when they were 18. I think my father's 65 or 66. But I look like my father and I look like my mother. My mother's light skin. She's lighter than I am. Uh, and my father's a dark skinned man. Um, but my father definitely is a womanizer, baby. He is black don't crack. Black can crack. Baby, that black could be chipped and it'd be like something you didn't bought from Family Dollar, one of them little figurines. I have my grandfather's eyes. I have my grandfather's eyes because my grandfather had have curly lashes. Plus, I'm pretty hairy. No, I don't have hair on my back, but I'm a hairy guy. Um, you come from the Hershey family. um, I think, uh, but I look. It's funny that when I go around my father's side of the family, they're always saying, "Oh my God, the older you get, you look like your daddy." My father's ex-wife told me I look the most like him out of all of my siblings, but I couldn't see the resemblance because people always told me. I think little boys in the beginning we look like our mothers a lot of times. The older we get, it seems like your father genes become more dominant. Because little boys kind of can look like we tend to look like little girls almost because we have the little round faces. But when our testosterone and we go through puberty, our facial features become more pronounced, um, your jawbone. And so I think I have those characteristics of my father. Yeah, because people used to always say I looked like a little girl. I have some pictures right here at my desk. This is a picture of me, uh, y'all, when I was little. This is a picture of me and my grandparents. My grandma, this is my mom, and my grandfather. You see all that hair on my head? Baby, I had so much hair. And of course, this is me choking my chicken. That's me and my uncle in the country. Yes, I was a bad little something. I think that a lot of times, like my white coworkers, they would ask me, "Do you curl your lashes?" And I'm like, "No, I don't curl my lashes. Why?" And I was like, "Okay," because they think black men tend to have curlier lashes than white men. But I think that Miss Beecham. Oh yeah, choking the chicken. And this aunt. Okay, see this picture right here? This is me and my aunt, my mom's. My look at me, y'all. You see the attitude I had? Look at that attitude on my face. See that little round face? And of course, all that hair on my head. That aunt. This is my aunt, my mom's sister, and this is her in the picture. Let me see. That same aunt I was in the picture with. This is her right here. So that's her. That's her. And that's her daughter and her grandchildren. Uh, and me and that aunt are pretty close. Baby, I was doing the most. And at that age, that's when I think I was playing mamas and daddies and hunching and stuff. Yeah, my aunt, she's very, that aunt right there, she rides horses, she goes hunting and fishing, and she loves to be in the wild. We call her, we call her Ellie Mae from the Clampets. Yes, I was playing house. She lives, yes. What was I gonna say? No, she doesn't walk around with a shotgun, but she can go hunting. She hunts with her boyfriend. Of her boyfriend and her have been together 30 years. I think 30. No, yeah, about 30 years. But she will ride horses. She throw her boots on, and she be out there with the men. I like this energy. I like the energy in the room, and I don't like people getting into my chats and fighting and going back and forth with a lot of unnecessary drama. I'm from the San Jacinto area, Cold Spring and Shepherd, Texas. You know where the Cold Spring, Shepherd, Texas area is? Hey, what's up, JD Ali? You never been hunting? I used to hunt when I was a kid. My grandfather taught me how to shoot a gun, and I was like about 9 years old. Hey, Purple Power. I went hunting. I don't believe in hunting now, but I like deer sausage and deer meat. Well, I used to eat. When I ate red meat, I like deer. Hey, Deja Food and Decor TV. What's up? I'm trying to fix my phone. Let me fix my phone. But yeah, I would go fishing. I like to fish. I like to go fishing. Uh, you've never been hunting or fishing? Michigan. I think, you know what, when I would go, my family would go camping all the time when I was younger. And we would go fishing. And my aunt, the one I showed you the picture of, she would cook breakfast like over, um, we would have grills and like whatever you caught, she would clean the fish. My aunts would clean the fish, and we would eat them like that. You know, they'd be fried up and everything. Nacogdoches, really? One of my one of my close friends grew up in that area, Nacogdoches, Trinity, Texas, Tacoma, Washington. Slop the hogs, raised chickens. You know what, y'all? I grew up doing all that. We had chickens, we had ducks, we had peach tree, pear tree, plum tree, pecan tree, peach, pear, pecan. We grew squash, cucumbers, peanuts, all the different kinds of greens, bell peppers, cabbage. Okay, y'all take him out of here and block him instantly, him or her. Goodbye. Misery loves company. Um, yeah, trolls. But I grew up very Longview. Oh, okay. Longview, Texas. I liked doing all that stuff. We would go picking peas. We would pick pears. My grandmother did a lot of preserves. You got them? That's it. I like my moderators be on it. And you know what? That is true. Because I always, when I grew up, I always had some type of a animal that I was raising because we raised the chickens and ducks. Um, we had hogs. Hey, Valerie home. But I think that made me more grounded as a person. Um, because I don't think material things don't make me like you more. Um, I look at who the person is. Oh Lord, Daddy, really? No, ma'am. Hey, Granny. So, but we would go fishing, and one time, uh, it was my cousin, and my uncle and myself. You know, we would be like the Lost Boys, baby. We would be running in the backwoods and riding three wheelers and riding horses and just running, chasing wild animals. We did a lot of. I was a very active kid. Um, so one time, my cousin and my uncle, we went to the lake. We went to a lake, and the lake was real peaceful, quiet. It was back in the woods. So my uncle and cousin want to jump in and go swimming in the lake in the country. Yeah, I remember that. So they jump in the water swimming, and I was like, I'm not getting in that. Even then, I was like, I'm not getting in that water with y'all. And they was like, come on, the water feel good, man. You scared? You a punk? You need to get in the water. I was like, No, because I thought about it. I had swam before in some little creeks. I did swim in some little creeks with a lot of other people, but and it was small creeks. But when I no, we never had leeches where we were at. I didn't never get we didn't I didn't get leeches on me. But I think when we were swimming, when they were swimming, they asked me to get in the water with them. And this is a lake, not a big lake, but not a pond. So when they jumped in, splashing around, swimming, I look in the water, and what do I see in the water? I see an alligator, a little alligators in the water. Now, keep in mind, this is a country, and we have alligators in the country. So I see this little baby alligator, and I was like, oh, hell no. It's no way that I'm getting in that water now because you know what? If you see a little baby, what do you think had that baby? So they're splashing around swimming. The mama, hell, the daddy. And what do I see in the middle? I look at the lake and I'm looking and I thought what I saw was a log. And it wasn't a log, it was an alligator. So, and this was a big alligator. And I told my uncle and cousin, I was like, yo, it's a gator, it's an alligator in there, it's an alligator. So they abruptly got the hell out of that water. But I would never have gotten in there because hell, I couldn't see. The water was like dark. It could have been a snake or alligators or uh, a garfish. You know, some stuff in those lakes could kill you. Gators do taste good, but hell, we would have been tasting good to him that day. Um, but my uncle, one of the ones that was on the picture with me, he was so wild. He would grab like wild animals by like if he saw like a squirrel or something, he would try to knock it out of a tree or he would pick up uh snakes that would be trying to bite him. I wasn't that kind of country boy because I still wanted to survive. Hell, you don't pick up something that can bite you or and kill you. There was a rattlesnake in the street, and we were walking um, a dirt road. He picked the rattlesnake up. It was cold. It was like fall going into winter. He picked the snake up by the tail and was holding it like he's holding the snake like this by the tail, and the snake is like kind of curled and it was moving kind of slow. But my thought was, what if that snake warms up real quick and gets the energy to strike and bite the hell out of you? And squirrels do bite, yeah. Uh, so my uncle, and it was this little bad ass, this little bad, the little bad one. That one's sitting right. That's me on the end. He's sitting right next to me. That's the one that would pick up all the wild animals. And you notice, well, you can't see it that good in this picture. But even in this picture, I was holding that chicken by the neck because I was scared it was gonna peck me. Uh, he wasn't holding it like that. I didn't want to be bit or scratched by anything. Garfish. My family would catch the garfish and they would throw it on the barbecue pit and like grill it. I didn't really like garfish how it tastes. I guess because it started getting mushy. It tastes like mush to me. I've eaten rattlesnake. I've had rattlesnake before, but it was bought from a store. It wasn't caught in the wild. It was goats in the it was goats in the street. You fry them in Cali. Yeah, and the rattlesnake tastes good to me. Hell, it tastes like alligator. I guess because they're both reptiles, they have a similar taste. Um, I've eaten, what's the more exotic things I've eaten? I've had rabbit and squirrel before, and that was as a kid. I wouldn't eat that now as an adult. But in the country, yeah, my grandparents and my, yeah, they would eat anything. They would eat anything except something like a buzzard or a scar. Everything else was usually fair game. Granny, my grandmother used to fool me. She used to fool me saying it was chicken, but baby, when I got older and knew how a chicken leg looked, oh no, no, ma, because we call my mom's mom ma. I was like, ma, that's not a chicken. And she said, how you know that ain't chicken? I was like, because a chicken leg is not kind of slanted to the back like that. Now, what it is, grandma thought she was slick at throwing some rabbit or some, yeah, mm-mm. Rabbit tastes good. I've had rabbit years ago, and it had a really good taste. It tastes good. Um, I'm trying to think of what else I had. But my grandmother, she had a garden with everything, and she had her own. She had cows, so we would take the cows. The cows would get processed. We would take them to like a meat facility, and they would butcher the cows and put them. They would cut the steaks up, and the meat would all be packaged and wrapped and put in a deep freezer. Pig feet. Yeah, baby, my family eat pig feet and pig hog maws and pig uterus, hell, pig breast, everything on a pig. Yes, we definitely appreciate that. You can't eat all that wild stuff. I've never had elk before, but I've had bison. Yeah, I can't do the mountain oysters. No. Mm-mm. I have frog legs. Yes, I've had frog legs. I've had beef tripe. Have y'all had tripe before? It's very chewy. It's like I think tripe is like it's like the stomach lining. I think. Natasha Milan. If we don't have Lorna Doones and assorted cheeses, would you be interested in eating some hog maws? Menudo, yes. We need a pool for Labor Day. Chicken feet. I think the hotel will have a pool. So we're looking at a host hotel uh, that people can stay at, and they will give us a discount because we'll have a large. He was cooking tripe the other day. Really, JD? I'm gonna have to check that out. Mm. Um, yeah, Nep does a lot of cooking, but I think it would be really good. We go back to the karaoke place. Um, Hey, Kareem. Horse? No, I've never eaten horse. No. I've never eaten horse. I've never eaten bear. Styrofoam. Yes. Now that person just was being funny. Now you know what, you know ain't nobody eating no horse. Now stop playing. Thank you for coming through, Tammy. That was Stormy Weathers. Stormy Weathers was the guy in white dancing, singing. He was very he had a lot of my five baby knew she was going to mess with that man. She was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Five baby saw him. She's like, ooh, look at here. What? Storm. That would be good to have Stormy at the white party. I agree. Breakfast time, I know, right, y'all? But the last Labor Day event, somebody was trying to get at me. Um, there was somebody, there was two people trying to holler. I'm gonna say that. I ain't gonna go into names, but I didn't do anything. I've had octopus. I don't calamari. Calamari is snails, right? Or calamari is octopus. Isn't that octopus? Because I've had calamari before. Okay. No, but one of these people was after every man that was there. Let me say, one person that was there, he was so hot. He was after all the guys. I ain't spilling that tea. Because I don't want people to feel when they come to the Labor Day event that somebody gonna come back and tell all their business. That's not a good. That's not good because next Labor Day someone will be like, okay, I can't do this because Rebel's gonna tell all my business, so I ain't gonna do that. But mm-mm. Oh, hey Noxima, welcome Noxima. Mm-mm. But I was saying that I had someone. I just said I had someone so I wouldn't be bothered. Conch, conscious, conscious like the it's conch like in the shell. It's like a the big snail, right? It's like the sea snail. I ain't going on. Oh, okay, Noxima. Noxima, I don't even know if you're a man, woman, or child. Now you always Noxima, send me a picture. Let me see what you look like, Noxima. Send me a picture. Dark Sun X1X at Yahoo. Nudes or preferred? I'm kidding. Don't send me a nude picture. You promise what? Hey, Denise. Mm. Okay. Oh, Rika, really? Y'all want the tea, huh? Mm-mm. Seashells. Con, con, I have to be careful how I say that because that could come out some wrong types of ways. Conch, 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 conch. uh, you like to eat conch, JD Ali? You like to eat conch? Oh, okay. I've had it before. Good morning, Catrice Redmond. Morning, morning, morning. Dandelion. Seafood is a, yeah. Yes, it's going to be at a hotel. Because you have to remember, you start getting a larger number of people, you don't want to host that many people at your house. Okay, y'all want the chicken spaghetti recipe? I'll give it to you. That damn bam. The chicken recipe is as follows. You have to get you a can of cream of mushroom soup, uh, a can of rotel, chicken breasts. I usually buy the chicken tenders and cut it. Uh, I usually buy the bone, skinless chicken tenders and cut them up and sear them in a pan. After you sear the chicken tenders in the pan, you mix the rotel and cream of mushroom together with the chicken and let that simmer for, you know, 5 or 10 minutes, about a few minutes. And once you do that, you have your pasta on the side. I usually buy angel hair pasta, and I use one third a block of Velveeta, and you take the pasta and you mix it with the chicken and rotel and cream mushroom. You mix the pasta with that. You put it in some cookware, bakeware, and I cube the cheese and I put the cheese on top of it and bake it for like at 350 for like about 20 minutes, and it's done. That's it. Hey, Sabrina T. It comes out good, yeah. Brown sugar baby. Hey, good morning. Just Jess. Uh, what video did ZT do? Hey, Max Wiegler. Hey, Max. Basically, ZT is wanting attention right now. Um, and people are really cheering ZT on, but y'all have to remember something. Be careful of what you ask for because ZT is very similar to Kwani. Let that sink in. ZT is very similar to Kwani. It's fun to see him cutting up, but he has these rants. I don't know if they're coke induced, but they are drug induced rants, and it's not allegedly. Uh, so instead of him coming into this sector and trying to, come into the sector, if somebody come at you, you can drag them and that be it. But for you to come on and you call us the F word, um, there's no way in hell you're going to come on our panel. And And this, and you think of, now, ladies, I want y'all to think about it. This is the equivalent. This is how I think about him. A lot of y'all were pissed off with Brother Jay because he had Jason on. Jason has a toxic personality. I understand that. So Jason coming on, you would not be for that at all. You don't want anybody calling women black bees and all that, but y'all are cheering ZT on. Do y'all not remember ZT called a lot of women black bees and H's? And please don't tell me y'all forgot that. So for him to call us the F word as a gay man, um, yes, ZT is a train wreck, and I don't feature him. So as far as Wally and ZT ever being on the men's panel when I'm there, it won't happen because he rubbed a few of us the wrong way, and he's not welcome on our platform by us. If there's anyone on the platform that feels uncomfortable with someone, they're not going to come on the platform because we're going to respect each other's rights. You know, ZT is toxic. He's very toxic. And Danny, that's what I was wondering. You know, hey ZT, welcome back ZT. We want ZT back. But I'm gonna tell y'all what that was when people was cheering ZT on. Basically, they wanted ZT to come back so he could go at Rick Reed because they both like to roll in the mud. So people was cheering ZT on because they were like, okay, we got a guard dog now. This guard dog can go after Rick Reed. Let ZT get him. Because a lot of us weren't giving Rick Reed the time of day. Yes. And that's what I felt. Golden Goods. And Danny, he bites everyone. He bites everyone. And I called Brother Jay and I told Brother Jay, you know, when me and Deshaun was on and Brother Jay was inviting SB, not SB, he was inviting ZT. He was like, ZT, I sent you the StreamYard. I sent you the StreamYard. And I was like, you sent him what? So, of course, I called Brother Jay. And, you know, I'm telling how it is, y'all. I called Brother Jay and I said, whenever you have me on StreamYard, please do not invite ZT on StreamYard with me because I don't have it for him. Y'all can do a StreamYard with you and ZT and Deshaun, but Rebel will not be in there because I'm trying to grow a brand, and my brand will not have any affiliation with him, none whatsoever. Yeah, they handled Rick Reed. They didn't need ZT, but people are cheering him on because they know how reckless ZT is with his mouth. They know how ZT, hey, QB. They know how ZT is with his mouth. So they're forgetting that. ZT got on here calling Five Babe all kind of B's and H's. He got on here calling all other women B's and H's. I remember this. So I don't have any respect for that guy. And for him to call us the F word, and you're a gay man as well. So no, I don't feature ZT. You know, thank you, Wallflower. And you know what? This is the thing. Having ZT on will backfire because ZT is Heidi. How Heidi acts. Y'all just really think about how ZT was acting before. And you picture Kwani. ZT, Kwani, Heidi. Those are all people that will come on your platform and curse and do everything to make you lose your coins. Yeah, I'm not. Well, Brother Day understood what I was saying, and I watched QB's show, and I was with QB on that as well. And just when he showed, and just one and only, yes, when he showed his gun and he talking about he was gonna shoot Tracy in the head and he was gonna beat her A and women. Did y'all not forget that? I mean, I was like, y'all are forgetting ZT is like you've raised a crocodile and you fed it every day, but you fall your behind in the water with the crocodile and you're getting eaten up. Because of course I would make that crocodile into a pair of stylish boots before that would happen. It was a mess. This guy's getting on here with a gun talking about, and you know I'm not a Tracy fan. He was wrong for that. Any man that's getting on here talking about beating a woman's A, and y'all are women and y'all are cheering him on, it's not because this is the thing. You're looking at him going at your enemy, and you're liking that he's going after your enemy. But you do realize that one day he's going to bite you as well. He's going to bite you because he has no loyalty. And when he goes into his drug induced rants, he says a lot of reckless stuff. Look at how his videos are erased and blocked in private. When a person does a lot of videos, when they do videos and they have to always erase them, there's an issue with that person. He's completely out. Y'all, that's QB in there. That's my fellow gentleman's panel member in here. And he did do that. Y'all, don't forget this man did a lot of foul things. Not a man, this boy did a lot of foul things. He's one of those types of gay men. He doesn't respect women at all. He does not respect women. JD, I'm with you on that. This man, and people are speaking with fondness in memory of this boy, and he was calling women that I like all kinds of B's and H's. And y'all can't sit up and say that's GT just being ZT because that behavior is unacceptable. It's just unacceptable behavior. If you're a man that get on here and say you respect women, or you're a woman that's on here for women's rights, the women getting respect, and if you co-sign with ZT, I give you the side eye because ZT is full of it. And Wiley is messy as hell. And ZT is no better than Rick Reed. He is no better than Rick Reed. Wiley is a scum. Wiley, Jay Wilson would not let Wiley come on the panel because Wiley tried to set Jay up. Wiley's done some underhanded things. So I respect my panel member not wanting him on. If there was someone that, if L Teddy had a problem with someone, I wouldn't want him to come on the panel. If QB or James had a problem with someone, we would respect that and not have them on as a guest because we don't want to entertain that type of energy. Danny, they're not. I say this for anyone that's co-signing and cheering ZT on, for all of you others, go look at his old videos if they're not erased. Look at the old videos. He cussed all about Mika. He cursed her out like a dog. He cursed Five Babe out like a dog. He cursed a lot of women out like dogs. Yes. And he was in the dark having a meltdown. And I'm not saying allegedly on drugs. Hear me. He's on something. Yes, he's on something. And it's not a damn Tylenol or Benadryl. It's not herbs. It's not green. It's not that. And ZT is nobody's friend. He's not. He's not anybody's friend. And I'm not trying to get ratings by having someone on that's going to be cancerous. ZT is a cancer. He will contaminate our platform coming on there. So there's no way in hell I'm behind him coming on, even as a guest when I'm there. He's a loose cannon. Yes. You saw when Heidi came on and Heidi QB, when Heidi came on Jay Wilson's and she was talking to him and she was just started cursing and she was cursing El Teddy them out and um no. Hey, Miss Brooklyn. You know, he got on there, but Wally was dirty too, because Wally said, let me tell you, I'm for right. Wally was wrong for saying he slept with that boy. He knew he lied about that. And for him to come on and sit up and act like Wally did play his part, but get your body ready, Noxema. Noxema, I keep telling you to send me a picture. Send me, hit my inbox, darksunx1x at yahoo.com, and I want a nude picture. And don't be sitting down, be standing straight up. Uh, don't send me no picture laid up on the covers and just your head above the covers. Hell no. Stand up. Stand up against a wall. I want to see everything. I'm okay. I'm gonna be good. Granny, I saw you in here. Some of y'all, okay. I'm gonna be. I'm trying to be better, y'all. Thank you, Purple Power, for putting that in there. And Noxema, don't send me no picture in the dark and I just see an outline of a body. No, have the light on, be standing against a white wall. Oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Okay. Well, you use this. Okay, Granny. Okay, we good then. Yes, hit the like button. Y'all, I've had a good time with y'all. Um, I'm getting ready to get off of here. I need to start cleaning up because I hadn't dusted. I need to get my clothes ready to go wash. Um, I hope you guys had a good time over here. I hope y'all got something from the conversation. Y'all check out my boy QB of the Midwest. Go check him out. Subscribe to him. Um, my other panel members, I always give shouts out. It's y'all. It's room for all of us at the top. People are intimidated by others' growth. You shouldn't be. There's room for all of us to be great. All of us. You bringing your clothes over, Stephen J? Mm-hmm. Come on with it, Stephen J. Bring them clothes over. I look at I'm thinking about doing other parodies, but there's not that many. No, I'm good on that, Stephen J. We'll just um but Heidi and I got me another Heidi outfit I'm gonna wear, y'all, because you know when I do Heidi, I have to have something on. This, I wore my Daisy Dukes. Baby, I had these little cakes, these fat cakes sitting out. Baby, y'all wasn't ready for that. Y'all wasn't ready for all these cakes. Y'all can't see this. Y'all can't see this shape with all these clothes on. But baby, these cakes was sitting up fat. Uh, but I'm looking at some. I got an outfit together. You know, Heidi likes her tall boots, and she likes her Fly Uchi Spirit Airlines. Baby, they in direct competition with Spirit. I can't keep up, y'all. I'm telling y'all, when I put the breast on, when I put that bra on, and I'm looking at myself, I'd be like, you need a check in a mental institution. You need to have a wellness check done, and you need to be sent to an institution. Oh, thank you, Lisa. But the breasts look real. Baby, and you know Heidi's a Blasian Latina Chickasaw Indian. Rumors have it that there was a black grandparent somewhere down the line. But she's just a dark skin. Heidi is a very tan white girl from the Swiss Alps. Her family's from the Swiss Alps. They're from the Netherlands. Like that little girl on the Swiss Miss coffee, the little chocolate. That's Heidi. But y'all, let me get off of here. I've enjoyed in this time. I usually don't do long videos like this. I was liking it, and I like the energy that you guys, I like the energy that was in the chat room, and we had a couple of trolls. My mods, I appreciate you guys coming through and regulating. I'm not gonna don't when people come here and they do any racist rants or phobic rants, don't time a person out. Just block them, completely block them. They don't get second chances over here with that. It's not acceptable. So uh, I'm out, y'all. Much love to y'all. Go support my other panel members. Check them out. Uh, yes, baby. I love my mods. So peace out, y'all. Much love to you. Out.